Hi. Thank you for listening. Looks like it worked. Or thank you for watching, actually, too. This is my vlog about diffusers versus burners when using essential oils. Today's vlog will feature 3 of my best friends, doTERRA lemon. That's upside. Is that upside down? Yeah, that's upside down. doTERRA lemon. Hey, girl. doTERRA lavender. What's up? And doTERRA peppermint. Oh, upside down again. Oh, no. Okay. doTERRA peppermint. Woo, woo, peppermint. Woo, woo, peppermint. So, I have a lot of people that are always asking me, especially recently with all of the posts and now that I'm a doTERRA wellness advocate, they're always asking me, what is the difference between a burner and a diffuser? And I'm like, honey, not much, but so much. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're going to talk about today. If you have any questions, would like to give any input, feel free to leave a comment. You can also contact me through my website at miahillary.com. If and when, I'm not going to say if, I'm going to say when you are ready to purchase your doTERRA essential oils, go to my website, click and or hover over all the goodies, and there's a direct link to my page where you can order all of your yummy doTERRA essential oils. Yeah. Okay. I should do promos for people because I feel like I get super juiced, especially when it's something that I love. And I absolutely, absolutely, absolutely love doTERRA oils for a lot of reasons. Mainly because they are made by all natural materials, which means that their potency is off the chain. I love super, super highly fragrant things. And I mean, just picking up these bottles, I can smell the lemon, but that's from an earlier, we'll just call it dry run. Anyway, they are made from the most all natural oils and materials. And if you go to my website and click all the goodies, it'll direct you right to doTERRA where you can get all of the information on exactly how amazing these oils are. Okay, so I'm in the lab today, and you will often hear me refer to the sweet and the savory because yes, I do. I akin a lot of stuff with food. And in the savory sense, I mean things that are more floral or medicinal, anything that's not sweet smelling. A sweet smelling oil would be like peppermint. The peppermint is tricky. So on the sweet side, it's for obvious reasons because it literally smells like the little red and white mints that you can get at the store. I mean, it's ridiculous. Okay. Super, super sweet, right? Super, super potent. That's your peppermint. Okay. But peppermint will also serve on the savory side as a medicinal oil because it can be used in conjunction with like a eucalyptus or a tea tree oil for decongestion. So it kind of goes both ways. And a lot of my personal blends, I put together berry blends, and it comes from like, I'll take a little bit of pomegranate, maybe some grapefruit, because I don't want it too sweet. I don't want it to give a syrupy feel. So I cut a lot of my berries with grapefruit. Grapefruit is a savory, but that's how that particular savory swings over to a sweet. And then of course, Lemon is a savory because it's the opposite of sweet. Lavender is a savory because it's not sweet. It's a plant. So that's kind of how I break things down in my world. Oh, sorry. I was just trying to turn it a little bit. I apologize. I'm still really, really new to this and trying to get used to putting myself out there like this. So I apologize. Okay, so I'm going to start with the diffuser first. This is my diffuser. My friend Chris, who owns Trash City Beads. I think it's trashcitybeads.com. TRASHCITY.com. If not, you can Google it and she'll come up. She actually gave me this diffuser because she loves me, and it's super, super cute. This little decorative lid comes off. So every diffuser will have a water reservoir, and on the inside there's a line, or maybe a little sticker. Why a sticker, I don't know, but this one actually had a sticker and has the line to tell you how full to put the water. Normally you want to just use filtered water because filtered water helps. It just works better. I can't really describe why. I think that non-filtered water has certain levels of chlorine and other chemicals still in it that don't mesh well with the essential oils. But if you don't have access to filtered water, you can still absolutely use non-filtered water. I would suggest, though, you make sure that you're always using the highest quality essential oils that you can. And that would be, in my opinion, doTERRA, which you can order from my website. So after you fill your water reservoir and you put in a couple of drops. Now with doTERRA, because they're made with all natural materials, they're very potent. So you only need 1 or 2 drops. Some people are different. Some people can never do more than 1 drop, especially with scents like lemon. That's very, very strong just already, because it's very overpowering for them. It's super potent. Me personally, I like a highly aromatic scent, so I will often take the stopper out. They come, let me open another one. They come with, actually, yeah, peppermint. They come with these little stoppers on them, so you can disperse very, very moderately. I always take it off just because I'm too impatient. Like, I have to see it go in. So I just have to be very, very careful and only put a drop. And lemon is one of those scents that is multifunctional. I happen to like the way the scent smells. I don't care for eating lemons, and don't usually like lemon in my food or in my water or anything like that, other than lemonade, obviously. But I like it for its scent factor. And I also like it because lemon serves as a disinfectant or cleanser. So if you make your own cleansing, like cleansing products for home and maybe your office, like I do, lemon is a staple because lemon is an all-natural disinfectant, along with some other things that, you put in there, which recipe videos will be coming later. So anyhow, I use lemon both when I want to have a fresh smelling aroma, especially like now when I'm in the lab and I'm working, because I spend quite a bit of time here. I mean, I have a pull-out bed here because once I get in a groove, I'm not going to go home at 2 a.m. That's just not, especially when I know that I have to be back in the lab at 6 a.m. I'm going to just sleep here. So I spend a lot of time in the lab. And sometimes, depending on what I'm working on, like for instance, if I'm putting together a specialty blend for somebody because they've been sick and they want to feel better or something like that, something that's really heavy, I'll want to start my day in the lab with lemon because it wakes you up. It makes you feel fresh. It gives a clean, like a fresh start to the aroma in the air. And I also like to use it with the diffuser, especially because it does like an in-between cleaning type action, I guess. I don't really know any other better way to say that right now, but because with diffusers, it's really important to run a clean diffuse. And what I mean by that is because you're putting so much oils, so much water, you know, especially if you're using unfiltered water, and just to kind of run it, to let it do a clean run through, you want to run it with just regular water. Let it diffuse for an entire time. Mine, and when I say entire time, I mean until the water completely runs out. Mine will actually shut off. So I usually will do it like when I know that I'm going to be close to home, but I'm not home, like physically, but I'm running errands. I'll let just regular water diffuse to kind of clean it. Just to cycle through like you sometimes have to do with a coffee maker, for instance. And then in between oil diffusion, I use lemon because lemon cleans it out, quite honestly. That's the best way I can really put it. So now that you've got your water in your reservoir, you've got your oil, your doTERRA essential oils in there, you're putting the lid on it back on it most likely, because if not, then once you turn it on, it starts to bubble because the motor runs and it creates this really cool mist, and that's what comes out. This particular diffuser is so pretty because it actually lights up and it changes colors. So at night or when it's completely dark, this is so dope. But you can see right here the cool mist. And that's my live finger. It's not a fake one. Because the mist, it's like you can't even feel it really. You can, but you can't. And now it's dispersing that super clean, highly aromatic doTERRA lemon scent. I like to also use my diffuser when I know that I can use it for the entire time. This helps me to avoid mixing scents because there are certain scents that I burn pretty regularly, like lemon, lavender, peppermint, and unless it's a specialty blend with, you know, different things in the recipe, I don't like to have them all together. I like a very clean scent, lavender, peppermint, whatever. Also, if that is your preference, if it's something that you're into, instead of using filtered water, especially like when I'm putting together a blend, I will work with purified water to use in diffusers in those particular situations. And that's definitely something that if you're interested in it, we can definitely talk about it. You can reach out to me and send me an email through my website at miahillary.com. Now, burners. I hope I'm not going too fast. Like I said, I'm still really new to this, and I'm just trying to, you know, talk conversationally. So I can, when I get excited about something, I sometimes start to talk really fast. Now we're going to talk about burners. This is, I don't want to say old school. It's more bohemian. It's a more bohemian version. You can get burners that look different, that plug in, you know. At retail stores, I particularly like the more bohemian route, meaning it's this and this. So this is what I use. I have 2 of these in my lab. I have 1 in every room in my apartment. And in my bedroom, in my apartment, I actually have 2 because that's where the sweet and the savory comes in. This is my savory one because it's not really used. My sweet one, I use a lot to experiment with different waxes that I may put together, because I kind of make candles, but then I kind of get lazy and they don't always take shape. So then I'll kind of burn the wax, and the wax is, so anyway. So it kind of serves the same purpose, but don't try that at home. Anyway, an oil burner is far different because a diffuser uses water. So you have two elements, where a burner is just the oil. So it burns cleaner. It increases the potency, I would say, by at least 50%. This is, perfect when, especially like right now with the weather changing here in Arizona. It's 70 during the day, but it's 40s at night, and we'll have our little cold spell, but everybody's going to start to get sick. People are hugging and kissing because it's the holidays. And me personally, I stay congested. I mean, I'm a little congested right now. And so I use the savory burner to burn my medicinal oils. A medicinal oil, lavender. Now, lavender serves a couple of different purposes medicinally. Oh, I should have coughed that way. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. So lavender on its own is just a relaxation oil. If you've had a rough day, you come home, depending on how rough your day was, you put some of this in your diffuser or in your burner, and you let lavender take all your pains away. Now, it can also be digested and kind of form doTERRA oils and kind of serve the same purpose, but that's neither here nor there. Now, I also use this in conjunction with some of my other, I call it my decongestants. Peppermint is definitely one of my decongestants because this doTERRA oil is so potent that a couple of drops and you feel instantly cheery, first of all, because it makes me feel like Christmas, but it clears all of your nasal passages, your eye passages, your neck passages, everything, right? And excuse me. I mean, like, sometimes I've overdone it because I'm like super congested and I can leave my room or my lab and come back and I'm like, whoa, because peppermint will do that to you. Now, I will use peppermint in conjunction with eucalyptus, in conjunction with tea tree oil. Now, me personally, I don't know if it's an allergy thing, but tea tree oil kind of burns my eyes if I use too much. And because I'm impatient, I have a tendency to use more than what I need to, trying to speed up the process. So I use tea tree oil sparingly, but all of these make a great blend for helping with congestion. And I will use it, I will use varying amounts depending on the time of day. Like, for instance, if it's during the day and I still have a lot of work that I have to do, I'll use more peppermint and more tea tree oil because tea tree oil does keep me up and alert. If it's at night and I just want to have a good restful night's sleep, I might, add in some lavender because the lavender is where it has the calming relaxation effect and, help me sleep and decongest at the same time. So these two are sweets and savories. But with the burner, I use burners primarily when I want a highly, highly aromatic situation. Burners require tea lights, and you can pick up tea lights at any retail store. IKEA, if there's one near you, has bags of like, I think 300 or 100 for like $3 or something ridiculous like that. I get them every single time I, go to the dollar store. The dollar store has a pack of 10 or a pack of a dozen that I'll pick up. So I just always have them on hand. Anytime I'm making a kit for somebody and they're using a burner, I always try to include one. But, with the burner, obviously there's fire. So you want to make, in this case, and I'll differentiate shortly, but because you're using live a live flame. You want to make sure that you're only using a burner when you're going to be at home to enjoy it for the duration of the flame. Now, I know what you're thinking, because my mom says this to me every single time we have this conversation. Well, these kind of tea lights, they burn out, they go out on their own. That may be true, but not on my watch. Let's not try it, okay? Now, there are burners that are electric burners that you can get in retail stores, and basically it's the same, you know, there's some kind of decoration. There's a plate area that heats up, but it plugs in. I just prefer this route. I don't know why. Probably because I really enjoy the glow that the tea light gives. And with this particular burner, you have the pretty little design. And these burners can be found all over the place. They will be available in my online store, All the Goodies, very soon. 2019. Yeah, yeah. Anyhow, so with this, it's very similar to the diffuser. You're lighting the tea light. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to combine the two. I have my diffuser burning still, or I have my diffuser on still, so I'm not going to combine the two. Now, there are times when I will combine the two. If I'm super, super congested, I'm feeling super, super sick. And for some reason, I'm really congested right now. If I'm trying to get rid of negative energy, if I've had a really bad day, then I might use the two, and then I might put like lemon in the diffuser and lavender on the burners. You know, I switch it up a little bit, just depends. Anyway, you light the tea light, you're putting it in there. And you're obviously going to keep a burner of any type in a place where it can't catch fire, especially with a live flame. And then, I don't know if you can see. Oh yeah, you can see. That is remnants of oil. Now, I had made a candle that was I was trying to make a eucalyptus candle, and I used it on here just to try it out. It didn't work, so that's why it kind of looks like that. Looks a little waxy. But you will have an oil buildup on a burner. I think you can use vinegar to clean it off. I don't. I usually just use the lemon. Like, I'll use doTERRA lemon oil and dilute it with some water, and that's what I use to clean it. But because I separate my sweet and my savory, I don't clean it that often, because all of this is my decongestant. So I don't really have to clean it. But if you only have one burner, then you probably do want to clean it in between each burn, or you know, if you're going to switch it up, if you've been burning sweet and now you want to burn some savory, you want to clean it in between to get a true scent. So that's the difference between a diffuser and a burner. You can use both. You can use one. You use what is right for you at the time that it's right for you. doTERRA also has diffusers that you can get for your car, which will also be available on my website very soon. I actually have a really, really old school one, because I've been diffusing and burning oils since I'm 18, and I turned 40 this year, so you do the math. But I have a diffuser that's in my car that plugs into the cigarette lighter. Because I don't smoke, I diffuse my oils, and it's really great because I carry my little oils in my little doTERRA to-go pack with me everywhere I go, and it's just awesome that I can just pull them out real quick, put a couple of drops in there, and instantly get the satisfaction of that particular oil. So I'm a believer. I absolutely, absolutely, absolutely love them, and I know for a fact that you will as well. If you have any questions, please contact me on my website at miahillary.com. You can, when you're on my website, you can, sorry, I'm looking at my little buddies over here. These are my 3 little buddies. Ooh. Obviously, I'm not that good at product placement yet. This is my lavender, my peppermint, and my lemon. These are my 3 little buddies that I'm looking at, and I keep these 3 on hand all the time. I also have this guy, which you'll learn about very soon. But let me know if you have any questions about diffusing and burning, and, you know, especially if you're trying to figure out what's right for you, because maybe both are right for you, or maybe there's a reason that you should only be diffusing. Who knows? But I welcome your questions. I welcome your feedback. To place your order for your doTERRA oils, please visit my website at miahillary.com and click all the goodies. Thanks for watching. Talk soon.